Hi guys, welcome to TechTricks tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to create Accordion in HTML and CSS. Website collapsible content. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now for those of you who are new to this, an Accordion web design refers to a user interface pattern where content is organized into collapsible panels, allowing users to expand or collapse sections as needed. The main parts of an accordion web design typically include a container, panels, header, and content. The accordion container is the overall container that holds the entire accordion structure. It contains all the accordion items and manages their layout and behavior. Accordion panels are the individual sections within the accordion. Each panel typically consists of a header and content. The accordion header is the clickable element that users interact with to expand or collapse the accordion panel. It often contains text or icon indicating the content that it represents. Lastly, an accordion content is the actual content associated within each accordion panel. It is hidden or displayed based on the user's interaction with the accordion header. What we have here on screen is a frequently asked questions accordion or a facts accordion. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dive into how we actually came up with this entire accordion over here. So the first thing you're gonna need is a code editor that can run both HTML and CSS. To install this computer program, just open your web browser and search for Visual Studio Code. From here, click on this download link and you will be redirected to a page where you can download Visual Studio Code according to the operating system that you're using. Alternatively, for Microsoft users, you can go ahead and open your Microsoft Store application and search again for Visual Studio Code. Here you can install Visual Studio Code for free. Now let's dive into the code. The frequently asked questions accordion web page that I showed you earlier is actually divided into two parts. One is the HTML and the other is the CSS. HTML or Hypertext Markup Language is the backbone of every web page. It structures content. Think of it as a web page's skeleton, defining elements like headings, paragraphs, images, and links. So we start with the standard HTML document structure, including the necessary meta tags and a link to an external CSS file called style CSS. Inside the body, we have an h1 tag for the main heading and then a div element with the class accordion that will contain our frequently asked questions or facts. Each fact item consists of an input element with a type of checkbox and a unique ID. It also contains a label with a corresponding for attribute linking it to the checkbox. Lastly, it has a div with the class accordion content or the answer content later on. You can see here that the label acts as a clickable header for the accordion, and the checkbox is used to control the visibility of ads. If you have more frequently asked questions to add, you can simply duplicate these blocks and then update the IDs, the labels, and the content accordingly. So that's the HTML part of our frequently asked questions accordion web page. Next, we're gonna move on to the CSS part. CSS, or cascading style sheet, on the other hand, is all about presentation and styling. It's the stylist of the web, allowing you to control the look and feel of your pages. Colors, fonts, layout, you name it. Alright, here is the CSS code we're working with. So we start by styling the body. We're using the Arial font, setting the margins and padding to 0, and using Flexbox to center our content both vertically and horizontally. The background color is a light gray. We also set the height to 100% of the viewport height. Next, we style our main heading using the color dark gray. Our accordion container is given a fixed width of 300 pixels. You can adjust this based on your design preferences. And we're adding a margin bottom of 50 pixels to create some space between each accordion item. Now here's where the accordion header gets its style. We're using a linear gradient for the background, setting the text color to a dark gray, adding padding and giving it a subtle border and border radius for a nice rounded look. The accordion content is initially set to display, not to hide it. We styled it with padding, a light gray background again, borders, and a subtle box shadow for a clean and organized appearance. The text-align justify property ensures that our content is justified within the container. We've also added a hover effect to the accordion header, changing the background with a smooth gradient transition when hovered over. Now here's a clever use of the checkbox hack to toggle the visibility of the accordion content or the frequently asked questions content. When a checkbox is checked, we change the background of the accordion header and set the display property of the accordion content to block, making it visible. And that's it for the CSS styling of our frequently asked questions accordion. Now let's head back to the HTML document and run and debug this entire thing. Now that we have run the code, you can see again the frequently asked questions accordion web page over here. And here we have the main heading, the frequently asked questions, as well as the 3 accordion headers, and inside each header is the accordion content, which is actually the answer to each of these questions. And as included in the code earlier, when you hover your mouse or cursor over a header, the color of that header changes from a light gray to a dark gray. So as you have seen earlier, mastering HTML and CSS is the key to unlocking the creative potential of web development. In just a short span of time, we've explored how HTML structures content creation, providing the framework for our web pages, while CSS breathes life into them, shaping their visual appeal. So that's it for this video. If you liked this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you can tune in to the next one.